What's up? Welcome to another day of Gospel Gaming. It's your boy Bryan Dupont Gray. Obviously, I am not mad skilled. I look nothing like mad skills, but I will be bringing you some first impressions of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Now, I have to say right off the bat, the graphics of the game are gorgeous. Same graphic that you've seen in the previous installment. This one kind of seemed to have a little bit more flair and a little more color to it. Facial impressions are still kind of, iffy to me, but at the same time, it's a Japanese role-playing game, and I would understand that the creators would make such adjustments to the facial expressions. But overall, the game is just gorgeous. The places that you can go to, the different time frames that they will that they've added into the game, which I will get to a little bit later. It's very nice and it's very neat and it's clean. If you have an HD TV, it'll definitely look like you're watching or playing a movie, which I thoroughly enjoy. The gameplay aspect is really where the game really shines. They've tweaked the battle system a little bit, and in addition to playing only two characters of the game, which there are only two. There's not like a big set of characters that you can get. You can only play as two characters. You can only play as Sarah and you can only play as Noel. But in addition to that, you can also have this whole Pokemon-like battle system where you can capture monsters. You can, whatever monster that you defeat, you can get one of their little crystals, and you can use that crystal to put a monster into your party. And it works very well with the paradigm shift. Some monsters can use different abilities, like some can be a commando, a ravager, a synergist, a saboteur. All the classes that they've had in the previous game are in this game as well, and you can you can pretty much, depending on the monster that you capture and put in your party, that monster will be able to use special abilities, and you can use them and change them up into your liking. You can even level up the monsters and make them powerful. But I will say that you can only level up the monsters so much. In the previous game, with your characters, the leveling up is kind of endless. But this one, they have like a kind of a set limit to how high you can level them up depending on the monster. Smaller monsters don't level up that much, but bigger monsters like behemoths and really large and powerful monsters, you can pretty much spike them up pretty largely. The story of the game is, I wouldn't say it's very engaging. The whole sappy moments are back. The dialogue is really sappy and corny, and the directors of the game have brought that back. That's not gonna go away. But the big part about the story is that you kind of have this whole Mass Effect dialogue choosing in the game, which is pretty neat. There will be a trigger effect in some places of the game where you can make little choices and stuff like that. How you want to respond to a character, or how you want to ask a question, and it greatly impacts the way you play the game and how far you get into the story and stuff like that. But the whole main story of the game, which I won't go too long, but the main story of the game basically is just there has been some time issues, and you're basically time traveling to find Lightning. Lightning has been assumed dead for the past 3 years, but according to Noel, Lightning has sent Noel to Sarah so that she may be able to find Lightning, say, hey, come on, let's go try to find your sister. Which is a very weird story, but you know what, it's Square Enix and it's a Japanese role-playing game, so what else can you expect? But overall, the story of the game is really far-fetched, but it's without a story, what else can you go on? But the story does kind of tie into the gameplay, where you can travel to different stages in the game, in different locations of the game at different times, and you can even go back to a location and rewind time. So say if you forgot to get an item in the game in a certain location, and you've already played through the location, and you say, oh man, I forgot to get that item, guess what? You can go back and get that item by rewinding the clock and, you know, going back and playing through that whole stage again. So it's a very, very neat neat concept of the game. But right now, I'm still kind of playing through the game. I'm still trying to get through everything. But hopefully by Thursday, I will have a full and very thoroughly written review for you guys. It will be up on Duke City Gamers. It'll also be on in the Houston Chronicle for any of you UH students out there. And I will also be putting it on my video game blog, which I'll put the link down in the little drop down thingy. I don't know what you call that, honestly. They need names for these type of things. But anyways, I won't take much more of the time. I appreciate you watching this video. Deuces, like Mad Skills would say. But I'm Rhyme Scheme. I'm Bryan Dupont Gray. So I'm just going to say, game up. Get your game bars up. Peace.